Hey guys, it's Jasmine Macintosh Homestead. Today I'm going to teach you how to make homemade dog food. So first I'm going to introduce you to our chocolate lab. And this is Bruno. And this is our other dog, Roxy. She's a German Shepherd. She's 2 years old. And she's actually the reason why I started making our own dog food. She suffers from really bad allergies and it's been really expensive trying to find some remedies for her. Recently I went to the vet and I got this particular medication for allergies that the vet recommended to me. It's $180 for the box, and the box is only a 30-day period for the first month. The second month it's $180, but you can do it every other day, so it's $180 for every other month, which is very expensive. So we've been trying to make homemade food for her to try and help her allergies. So the dog food I'm going to make today is with chicken, carrots, sweet potato, brown rice, and green beans. The reason why I went with chicken today is because the chicken was on sale, so I had a $2 coupon per pack. So it should be probably say around $6 to $7 for this big batch of dog food I'm going to be making. But you can make whatever you want. If there's something at the grocery store that's on sale, pick it up then and you can make your dog food with it. I just wouldn't suggest anything that's high in fat like pork. If you're a hunter, feel free to use venison. Pretty much whatever you'd like to do. Just make sure to research online what dogs cannot eat, because there's a lot of things that dogs can't have, like chocolate, that you don't want to put in your food. So just make sure you check on those things. Alright, well I'm gonna finish up cooking here and then we'll get started. Alright you guys, sorry if there's a lot of noise, but I've got the sweet potatoes cooking in the microwave. So I already cooked my chicken. I shred it up into small pieces. That way they'll get chicken in each bite, and then it's also easier for you to mix in your food. And then over here I cooked my carrots, but I cooked it with some of the chicken bone and the chicken, and I just let it boil so it made its own broth. I didn't put any salt in it. One of our dogs, the chocolate lab actually, since he's older, he's unable to hold his urine, so we don't give him a lot of sodium. We're trying to cut out all sodium if possible, so that's one of the reasons why we didn't season it or anything like that, but I wouldn't suggest it for your dog. So then we're going to leave that sit there, cool off for a little bit. We're going to finish up with the sweet potato. Also, another benefit of making this broth is that they get the bone marrow and the nutrients from the bone. The reason why dogs like to chew on the bones is because they like to get those nutrients, but it's really bad for them, for their digestive system, and usually it's followed by a vet visit. So that's why I just suggest doing it this way. Also, I'm going to be draining in a little bit these green beans here. They do have quite a bit of sodium. Well, it's not too bad, but 290 for the sodium, but I don't like to put all the liquid in there, so I drain that out. And then also, if you have any issues with your dogs, with their skin or their coat, especially with Bruno, his skin gets very dry. Roxy, with her allergies, it gets very dry and irritated. So I usually can put with their bowl of food and squeeze one of the tablets of fish oil in it. If your dog's good at taking pills, you can just give it to them that way, but some of them aren't, so you can just poke a little hole in it and just kind of squeeze it over your food. Another thing I wanted to talk to you guys about is, say you feed your dog 4 cups of regular dog food. You're not going to want to feed them 4 cups of this food because it's a lot higher in protein and all those other things, and you're just going to make your dog become obese. So either one, talk to your vet and ask them what's the suggested dose, or what we do is for every 4 cups of dog food, we feed about 1.5 cups of this regular food. So sweet potatoes are done, so give me a few minutes, I'll get back to you guys. Alright, so we're going to drain out our green beans and give them a good rinse. After I'm done with this, I'm going to put it in the food processor, just because I want to mince it up a little bit, that way they'll get some in every bite. I'm going to dump this in the food processor. If you don't have a food processor, you could just kind of cut it up by hand, or you can put in another vegetable. But I'm just going to put pulse. You don't want it to get too mushed up. So you want it to be something like that. That way you can mix it up with your food. I'm probably going to get another can because that's going to be too little for the batch I'm making today. Alright, so I blended up another can of the green beans. I also forgot to tell you guys, if you have a garden like we do, and you have stuff growing in your garden that's edible to dogs, you can, use it in your recipe. We've got sweet potatoes growing, and right now we're just letting them sit for a few days until we use them, but they'll be going in for dog food. Alright, so everything is cooked separately. We've got our sweet potatoes, our carrots, our broth, brown rice, and chicken, and green beans that kind of looks like relish. It makes me laugh. I told Eric I want to put in his tuna for tomorrow, see if he notices the difference. Anyway, before you guys ask, I didn't do any measurements because it's totally up to you. It's whatever you feel like making, it's whatever's on sale. If you have stuff growing in your garden, throw in whatever, be creative. So I've got the big pot here, and with my broth and my carrots, I'm going to start mixing everything together. First I'm going to just start with the rice, the brown rice I made. Throw that in there. You're probably wondering why I have such a large portion. It's just because I don't want to have to keep making it, and our dogs are pretty large. One of them, I believe, is 65 pounds, and the other one's just a little bit smaller. So put that all in there. Hopefully it'll all fit. That's quite a bit. So then we're gonna do the sweet potatoes next. Just mix it all in there. Oh, it's really hot still. Just make sure to mix it really, really well. I should have kept my apron on because it's splashing. Eric said he's gonna try this tonight. I want to see if he does. It does smell good. If you want to try it, you really can. It's just normal food, but it's just funny he said that. Alright. Take a look, see kind of what it looks like so far. Everything. You don't have to have it this wet. The dog, I just like them to have it more like with the broth and more soupy kind of. So, and we'll throw in some of the chicken next. Surprisingly, this made a lot of chicken. I didn't even use both packs of chicken. I only used the one, and I'll save the other pack for next time because this is a lot. So I'm kind of curious to see about how many days this is going to last, because the last batch I made was not this big. So I'll keep you guys posted and see how many days and how many servings it'll make, because we only feed our dogs once a day. So we'll see. I'm cutting it close here. Alright, I might throw in some of the green beans now because honestly I may not even have enough room for all this chicken. So we're almost at the top here. Reminds me of like cafeteria food. Yeah, I might actually have to take some of this out and put it in a different container. But you can kind of see what it looks like right now. I'm sure they'll enjoy it. I'll give them a little bit tonight so you can see if they like it or not. See if I was a good cook. Alright, so I'm only going to give them a little bit because they had their food for today, but let's see if they like it. She's got her pills in there, so she doesn't even know they're in there.
Well, the dogs like the food, so now I'm going to see how it really tastes. Mmm. It's very tasty.
Well, if you guys like what you're seeing, please subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching, you guys.